Welcome to Zarnia for Games and Geekery. This is Legends of Storm's Eye, our actual play D&D show. Last week, our adventurers met on a ferry bound for a small island of Krum. They dodged a assassination attempt and arrived to find a small, sleepy place and try and explain away the two dead bodies that they had brought with them. However, at that time, in the midst of that explanation, fire broke out, and they charged in to help, only to discover fire imps were dancing around, setting fire to everything that they could find. They managed to kill the imps and tame the blaze, but the salvageable bookstore was pretty much destroyed. Just before, though, a figure emerged carrying the unconscious body of Iggy's friend, Moontree. All right, you are all still where we left off, around the unconscious body of Moontree. The golden plate armored figure has stepped back from him, and he says, "All right then, we've got to keep control of the situation. This boy is under a curse, and we need to lift it."
He is?
Oh yes.
How do you know this?
Oh, I have a sense of these kinds of things.
You smell amazing.
Thank you.
Okay.
Wait, why are none of us asking the really obvious question of where did you come from?
I wish to use my divine sense, which,
Alright.
for the record, allows me to sense celestials, fiends, undead, consecrated or desecrated land within 60 feet. And if he is especially evil or especially good, I should be able to detect that. I quietly concentrate on him while channeling my paladin powers.
He looks back at you. A staring contest ensues. Are you all right? And you feel a huge wellspring of goodness coming out of him. Almost too good. It's like, you know when you, instead of having sugar, you get some like artificial sweetener that's just like overpoweringly sweet and it's like mind-blowing, and you're like a little bit like...
You really have been paying your taxes on time. Interesting.
Is this man for real?
Oh, I assure you I am quite real.
I'm gonna talk to Legacy in Elvish, if I may.
You may.
Something really weird is clearly happening here. So,
What gave it away?
well,
Fire elves or the weird dude carrying?
so obviously I agreed to come with you here. You didn't really have to convince me.
True.
So I obviously had a reason. So you know my friend Pie Crust?
Your friend Pie Crust.
Yeah.
Pie Crust. I remember Pie Crust.
You remember him?
Yeah, Pie Crust.
Anyway, he's been missing, and he came here to find a book.
He came to Krum
Yes,
to find a book.
correct.
So you weren't just coming to help me, you were actually coming to find Pie Crust.
Well, he hasn't been seen in a really long time, and I think this might be the book.
Wait, are you saying that this is Pie Crust or that the
No,
book that he's talking about?
no, this gorgeous man is not
Not
Pie
Pie
Crust.
Crust?
No.
Okay.
I think something weird is going on here.
Okay.
Maybe take a look at the book.
Oh,
I speak Elvish.
Oh, okay, to speak English. We went.
okay.
used to be.
Great.
Yes.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop.
Yeah.
I was just in.
You were speaking really loudly. I think we can all speak Elvish.
Elvish is a pretty common language in this area.
Okay.
Sorry about your mate pie crust, though.
Yeah, pie crust sounds really nice. Dwayne, where the hell did you come from?
Well, I was born on a small island
How did you get here?
I'm trying to remember my backstory.
You mean your past?
Your life?
My past, yes, that's what I said.
Do you have parents?
Of course, I have...
What were you doing just
Parents.
before the fire started?
I knew it. This man is too good to be true.
I was on a quest.
Oh.
A quest for what? Really not helping us out here. What is...
There were fire imps
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was fighting them.
Did you?
No,
did you
we
meet
were
my friend?
fighting them. You just appeared out of nowhere out of this. I mean, I'm sorry. Beautiful man. You just appeared out of nowhere out of this bookstore.
Thank you, madam.
Did you meet my friend Piecrust at all? Maybe.
Pie crust.
Yeah.
I'm sure I would remember someone with a name like Pie crust.
And this isn't pie crust.
Well,
the one you've been
you
shouting
don't remember your
trees.
parents
His
or your
name is
past, where you've just
Moontree.
come from. So
Okay.
you
No, I remember my parents and my past.
Oh, can you tell us?
Yes.
Fascinating. Really, it really is. What do you know of this book that you were showing me?
Oh, the book? That boy is clinging to it.
Yes.
That must be the source of the curse. I've had many run-ins with curses in my day.
Could you tell us about some of them?
Yes, indeed. Well, there was...
My friend, you seem to be a bit short on detail.
I seem to have gone blank.
I don't know.
What is written there on that book?
All right, so as you approach Moontree to take the book from him, he tightens his grip around it and like,
Moontree does.
but he seems still unconscious.
Empty. It's okay. It's okay. It's me, your bestest friend. I try and take it from him.
All right, make a strength check.
I can do strength checks.
strength checks all day.
12.
You pry it from his hands. And
I'm
as
sorry.
soon
I'm
as
sorry.
it comes out, he just starts screaming.
Laddie, you might want to give that
Oh,
back.
no. I quickly
Maybe-
open it and like try and like, oh, just hold on. And I'm
All
like
right.
holding him back.
As soon as you open it, like some of the pages, like the ash just starts like cascading and blowing away in the smallest amount of breeze. But you can see on the first page he's redrawn the cover of his book. You can see that this is the proper version. He's really spruced it up, gone all out with the colored inks and everything. And in the corner, signed his name.
This is his Kramix book. Okay, calm down, empty here. Take it. Is any symbols on the cover of the book that I recognize?
Yes, there are a ring of strange symbols.
A ring, you say?
A strange circle of, yes, arranged in a circle, several strange symbols that they're not dwarvish, they're not elvish, they seem quite unfamiliar.
Do I recognize them?
They do seem a little bit more familiar to you, indeed, as though you have placed them somewhere before.
May I take the book to see if they match the symbols on my
All
father's
right,
needle?
roll a little strength check.
He doesn't want you to take it. Just be careful, okay? He's very burnt.
Is there any way I can just move his arms to see the symbols but not
Sure.
excise them from his...
Yeah.
Do I still need a strength check for
Careful,
that?
No,
his
you're
skin
cool,
is all
you're
burnt,
cool.
crispy.
All right.
Yeah, I'm happy for him to have it. I just want to see
Okay.
it.
Well.
He's clutching it pretty close to his chest, but you can make out, these are several symbols that you recognize from your needle.
What?
Guys, I'm on the right track.
What
what?
track?
Who's on the...
What's the track?
Are you also on a quest, fair maiden?
Oh.
How did you know?
Well, you spoke of being on the right track, and I know tracking.
Oh, I'm seeking my father, I don't know his name, famous monk. He left me as a baby amongst the hill dwarfs with this needle. And I was told that I would find the answers here on Krum. But look, it's the same
The same
symbols.
Okay, but what do they mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, can I take a look at it?
I'm a monk, not a genius.
I think I could figure this out.
You hear a big crash as more of the salvageable bookstore crumbles in on itself. At this stage, a lot of people have started gathering and running up and down the square, forming bucket chains, putting out the fire, and you hear a booming voice. Ignatius!
Oh, God.
Oh.
Yopo?
What are you doing? Why aren't you helping?
I'm literally cradling my friend in my arms. Look at him. He looks like burnt bacon, Pa.
It's like bookums.
He puts his big hand on your shoulder and says, well, that's very bad. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you, Paul.
Now, let's get to work.
What do you want me to do?
Put out the fires.
Good
Okay.
idea. Good
Put out
idea.
buckets,
Man of action,
everyone.
let's do this.
What do I
Let's
do
do
with
this.
Moontree?
Just leave him here.
On the
I
ground.
want
It's
to
so
take a
nice
look.
to see your father so emotional.
I just want to take a look
Very
at the book
lucky.
quickly. Can I just take a look?
I
I
mean,
think I can.
And Johannes Urbanus like starts motioning and herding away those of you who looked able-bodied. He's like, no, no, don't worry, sir. You stay here with the boy.
Okay, let's have some water from the well.
I want to.
We're being shoved away by his father.
Yes. You are,
Guys,
not,
this is
not,
my-
not you.
No.
Not you, madam. You're fine. Don't worry. We'll take care of this.
this is my dad. His name is. He's like a local leader guy.
No time for introductions.
Okay, sorry guys. Okay.
Let's get to it.
Man of action, I like it.
As we walk past, can I reach out and touch the book? Not grab it, just touch it, and use a ritual to try and
So
comprehend.
ritual will
language.
take 10 minutes for you to cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So listen, I think one of us needs to stay here with this kid. He's not looking great. So I'm gonna stay here and make sure that he's okay, and wait until we get more help. I'm just gonna.
That's
hang out.
okay. You don't look like you could lift that many buckets anyway.
Yes, I guess that
All
is
right,
true.
to work.
All right.
And everyone springs to work, putting out the fire, smudging things. Meanwhile,
If I've been let off the hook, I'm just gonna sit here and sip on some sherry. If that's okay.
yes.
Can I do
Meanwhile,
another little rain cloud?
You can. It's very ineffective, unfortunately, because it's only a druid
Yeah.
craft
Oh,
cloud.
okay, so it just looks like rain.
The buildings believe they're being rained.
Just to make it look like I'm helping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna sit with Miko and take a chill.
Yeah, and Johannes like looks at you and he's like, magic is very ineffective.
Sorry, boo.
Iggy's using this opportunity to
gonna take-
like pretend like he's, or he actually put out the fire, but loot whatever he can that survived out of the bookstore. Because I mean, it's the
Wow.
books, it's the Krummix.
Okay,
You know, like
yeah.
I'm keeping it for later.
Not saving Krummix for everyone, but just for yourself.
Well, you know, waste not, want not, I say.
That's your thing. That's your problem, boy. You want too many things,
I just like reading.
and you waste too much time.
What reading?
Yes.
Oh, Pa, but you know, you come on. Mom wrote these.
Just because your mom wrote them doesn't mean that they're true, or that you should put so much stock in them.
Why would she lie?
She's a storyteller.
Yeah.
She tells stories for entertainment, for people to waste their time with. Now, we've got an actual fire to put out.
Okay.
Actual fire.
Sorry, Pa. I'm sorry.
Why can't you be more like this dwarf?
Stories are fine things, but sometimes there's a time for buckets.
There's a time for buckets.
And I've got nothing against stories, laddie. They're good. I'll tell you the story of the Long War sometime.
The long war.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wanna
I'll-
write
We must
something
all
down,
stand
write
against
that
evil.
down.
But
It's
for
time
now,
for
let's
buckets.
get onto the buckets.
Right down.
All right. Meanwhile, Makanda, Glenda, and Legacy are gathered around Moontree, who's still clutching the book, moaning softly.
I'm just still trying to figure out what this weird language is. You said it was also on your needle. Can I grab the needle as well? Have you ever worked out what these symbols mean?
No, that's part of my quest.
Can I just take a look at it?
All right, I'm giving it to you, but if you run, I will destroy you.
Okay,
Here.
I'm not a runner, so I'm just okay, thanks.
What's Dwayne doing?
Dwayne is kind of immediately mucking in and throwing buckets. And he's
buckets.
surrounded by a bevy of towns people who are very impressed with him and kind of already like taking a leadership role, pointing out where to go. Everyone's like, oh,
Yeah. I feel like if there's going to
such
be
a handsome man.
a moral to whatever the story is that there is a time for storytelling, and then there's a time for buckets.
And
All
true
right.
wisdom is knowing the difference.
Man, put this on a cushion. All right, Legacy, what are
On
you doing?
it.
So if you guys can just give me like a couple of minutes, I'm sure I can figure out what the stuff means.
Do you have any magic?
I mean, I think I can comprehend these languages. I have a spell I learned a long time ago as a kid, and
What's the spell?
it's called comprehend languages, old man. I don't.
Go for it. I mean,
Can you?
I'm a cleric, so I know quite a lot of magic.
Do you have any magic spells?
Yes, it's called identify.
So why are you making me?
You've been talking for 10 minutes.
It is true. You have not stopped talking.
Yes.
Okay, here's the deal.
Thank you.
Take it.
It'll take 10 minutes.
It'll take.
All right, so how identify works is a divination spell. And as you hold this, the needle in your hand, as Makanda holds it in his hand and concentrates on it and chants his ancient clerical languages, he begins to see visions of the making of this needle and it being used. You see a glimpse of someone at a forge hammering it in, and then the figure is dark, pointed ears, hunched shoulders, robes. They seem magical in themselves. And then you see that same person hammering in the sigils into the needle before it is finished. And then finally you kind of get a glimpse of a tearing of the fabric of reality in just a small way, as though there was some kind of opening.
Hectic.
Okay, so did you get anything?
She's a very powerful set of needles. It's created a long time ago by an elf.
Powerful in what way? What do they do?
Tore the fabric of space and time.
They tore the fabric of space.
Just a little.
Okay, I don't think you should be holding on.
But
to
the
that.
language is not Elvish.
No, it is not.
So what does it say? Because if we can work out what the needle says, we can know what the book is saying.
The needle says...
Looks like we need
You
another
want
10
to
minutes.
cast comprehend languages?
Yes,
Oh, there we
I've been
go.
casting that for.
Oh, you also have been like, while he's been
I'm holding
doing...
on to, I'm touching the book. So
Yeah,
I'm
he's been muttering his clerical incantations, and you. How does Legacy cast these spells?
So he does it quietly. So while everyone's kind of watching Makanda do his thing, I've been quietly just having my hand on the book, and I'm kind of just muttering the spell to myself, just kind of under my breath, just. Oh, really? Yeah.
And I'm gently stroking Moontree and making sure that he's all right while he's fingering my needle and he's touching the book.
Yeah, I'm rubbing my hands over the symbols on the book, trying to figure out.
Every now and again, like Moontree just kind of like, like tries to bat your hand away.
Slap it
So
away.
your ritual takes a little bit longer, as you have to kind of every now and again start over.
Move around him.
But with a final syllable, the magic that you've been weaving falls into place. And when you look down at the text on the cover of the book, it says, the Book of Binding and Breaking.
The book of.
When you look over at the needle,
Yeah.
you see there's a different inscription on it. It says, enter through the eye of a needle. Enter through the eye of a needle.
Okay. You're the cleric. Does this make any sense to you? The Book of Binding and Breaking. Have you heard of anything like that before?
It is possible I've heard of that.
Or the phrase, enter through the eye of a needle.
Also
Right, so
possible.
roll a history check.
History check 20. 15.
15 is pretty good. All right, so you know that there are many powerful books that are able to shape and reshape reality. And these books are, their knowledge about what they actually contain is quite secretive, but their names are often whispered about. And the Book of Binding and Breaking is a book that is also, a book that takes souls.
Oh my, okay.
Takes them where? Oh, I don't know this.
No, we don't know this yet.
You tell us.
Alright. Now, I've already done my identify ritual. If I did it on the kid, would I know what's wrong with him? What's up with him?
You would know if a spell was affecting him.
And I would know what that spell was.
Yes.
Okay. The child may be in grave danger. The book of binding and breaking takes souls.
This
The
book.
The book takes souls.
Take souls where?
Away.
Okay. And the eye of the needle? Enter into the eye of the needle? What does that mean?
Oh, that's a whole separate story.
No idea.
Yeah, but it's not to me.
Okay.
Well, I'm taking it back from you. Thank you.
Okay, there you go.
But so this is a dangerous book, which I think we should get away from, as far away from a book that could take our souls
Extremely.
to who knows
Well,
where.
has it taken this poor innocent boy's soul? Is that why you can't let go of it?
Maybe, and it's also not our problem. So I think we should get back to the ferry and get back to our island, which
You can go back. I'm dead set on figuring this out.
Can I pull up?
You may have a look.
Hello. Well,
Yeah, come back.
The fire's mostly.
The fire's down. Everyone's kind of put it back, dampened it all down. And you see Perry from the ferry is mopping his brow. He's also mucked in, and he's gone over to chat with Johannes Urbanus. What do you like to do?
Where's Goran, by the way? My paladin companion, who was meant to be.
He kind of like jogs out. He's got a little bit of like soot smeared beneath each eye, and he's like, "Yeah, bro. Wow, that was a lot of work putting out those fires."
Well, we've got a bit of he doesn't seem so. This fella doesn't seem so good. Are there any good temples around here we could take him to for healing?
Whoa. Yeah, he doesn't look so good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Bro.
what I said.
Bro, like, you gotta understand that, like, there's not, like, temples all over the place, you know? Like, this is a small town.
No
Dwarf
town is too
community.
small for the light.
I mean, yeah. Some towns are too small for the light. Like, it's just, you know, there's not enough, like,
Is it
income.
not written that there's no crack or crevice?
I don't know. What book are you referencing?
The Book of Aster. Have you not read it?
What? This is a very big book, bro.
Yes. There are many mansions within the Book of the Light.
Okay. All right. So anyway, no, there's not a temple on Krum, bro.
All right.
Okay. When
I
I
guess we'll
said
have to
keep
ask
it
around
light,
for a
I was
head
talking
torch.
about that book. That book needs to be kept light. You want?
The light shines
Do
within
you
it.
even carry like the Lightkeeper's book?
Well, there is much good wisdom in here, so.
And he takes out like a slim volume that says The Adventures of Hail Lightblessed. Bro, that's a holy book.
I will look into it. But as to this young lad, where can we find healing then? Is there some place where he can be at least cared for? I'm not sure if I have the magic to heal him. Certainly seems beyond my odds. What have you been doing over here, by the way? I see you've got
definitely not planning to leave him.
Embroidering
we
a
were all
cushion.
planning. We were all agreeing that we were going to stay and look after this child. Right? That's
He lies.
yes. He lies on the ground because he was burned very badly. You're a wise old man.
And you've been embroidering a cushion that says "Live, Love, Buckets."
I have. It's to put under this poor boy's head so
yes,
he's a bit
I
more
see.
comfortable. Here, moon tree.
At that moment, Johannes Urbanus like comes back and he's like dragging Iggy kind of by like the scruff.
I'm sorry,
He's
I'll
like,
put it back. Okay, I've just picked it up. I'm
Don't
making
put it
sure
back in
it's
the ash
okay.
pile. That's not even. That's just wasteful. We're already
It's
tidying.
the
It's
romance
fine.
section anyway. It wasn't interesting for me anyway.
It's interesting for me.
Oh yeah, romance novel for you, Matt.
So my friend Perry here says that you were involved in some kind of murder.
Yes, goblins trying to commit foul murder
Yeah.
on the boat.
They're like-
Luckily, we stopped them.
they're like
we stopped the
heroes.
goblin and his companion.
Wow, you
Yeah.
remember? You just remember every. He remembers.
It was
everything.
self.
Well, it just happened.
Yeah, it happened.
I mean, we had a short fight afterwards.
Yeah,
but, you know.
yeah. But I mean, who can really know exactly who killed whom on which boat?
I remember quite distinctly.
How are you
what
a
happened
lawyer?
was that you stabbed
It's
the goblin through the chest, I believe, and killed it. After I smote it first, but it survived, and then you killed it.
You know Iggy. This fellow,
Yeah.
you can learn a lot from him.
Anyway, yes. So there was a murder attempt upon this fine fellow, but we were able to save him in the nick of time. He had foolishly gone to the aft of the boat and started looking over the edge while these two very thuggish-looking characters tried to kill him. But we managed to collectively dispatch them.
Well,
And
one dispatched himself.
Well, they just snuck up on him while he was like looking over the engine.
no, they took him back there and said, "Hey, look over the back of the boat." And he looked over the back of the boat. Yes, it did not seem very tactically wise.
How was
to
he
me
still
either.
alive?
Well, as
Because
it
you saved
happened-
him.
Well,
Yeah.
I happened to notice that there was a goblin, and you know, goblins.
I heard him
So-
scream.
Whoa! We don't talk about goblins like that these days.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I was there when the ferry arrived, Pa.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
I
was.
saw
And did you get the post?
the boat. Oh, God. I'm gonna go now and get it, okay, Pa? I promise
Alright.
I won't.
Listen, until we sort out the murder and then the sudden explosion, we're not going to. You need to stay on Krum, all right? I'm going to send Perry, and he's going to come back with a magistrate from Summit to sort things out.
So, I'm gonna suggest that that's not a good idea, and I don't really think you should be worrying about this. You have this big fire and all this hassle you have to deal with. You should really be focusing on that.
The fire's out.
I'm beginning to see why someone would try to kill him.
I can see why a goblin would try and kill him.
I'm really going to try and persuade you to just let it lie. There's nothing really going on here. What you have to understand, there was a couple of accidents. Some thugs came to attack me out of nowhere. Everyone tried to help. We're all fine.
Roll persuasion?
Look, I can testify quite clearly upon my
What am I
words of
going
Paladin
for?
that they
Yeah?
were trying
What
to
am I
kill
going
him.
for?
You're rolling for persuasion.
Yeah, but I'm trying to. I want another number. 12.
Plus your persuasion.
Plus my persuasion is 5, so.
17.
really good.
Okay, that's very good. So he's like,
Yep.
so Johannes Abernus, like, he softens a bit. He's like, okay. Listen, I don't want to get in trouble with someone, who knows the law so well. I'll put you all up for the evening.
Oh.
You can all go find rooms at the haystack. I'll sort you out. Yeah.
Great.
And then by that stage, Perry will be back. Everything will be fine. Okay? And if this solid gentleman is anything to go by, you have nothing to worry about.
Fantastic. That's great. I really do appreciate that. Again, not something that you should be really concerned about. Not a big deal.
While everyone is discussing, may I do my identify again to the child,
Moontree.
maybe, yeah.
Tree.
To Moontree.
Okay. You lay your hands on Moontree. His skin is clammy and sweaty under the touch. He doesn't actually look like a young'un. He looks like older than Iggy has made him out to be. If he's Iggy's friend, why is he hanging out with this haggard person with these deep creases? Seems odd. And you begin casting the ritual, going through the chants, and then the images start coming to you. And you see Moontree sitting at a table, and he looks young, much younger than this person lying before you, a teenager, an adolescent. And he's working and busy illustrating this book and filling it in. And finally, when that splash page is done, the fire imps and the golden Dwayne, he signs his name at the bottom, and fire bursts up, and the life and the life and energy gets sucked out of him into the book.
Ah, okay. Do I know how to treat him by any chance?
No.
No.
You can feel that this is very powerful magic. It would take a cleric of a much higher level to do anything about it.
Oh, you're right.
The child, his soul, part of his soul is inside the book.
What?
What?
He was cursed. He did an illustration in the book. It's what started the fires, brought the fire imps. I cannot heal him. We'll need to get him to a cleric of a much higher level.
Did his soul bring the illustration to life?
Oh, I believe so. If the spirits of John Keevy that I spoke to just now is anything to go by.
So that means that handsome gentleman isn't real?
Or he's kind of Moontree?
Maybe.
A piece of Moontree's soul? Maybe?
That would explain why I can't remember anything that didn't happen 5 minutes ago.
What else was in that book? Have you seen that book?
Oddly, very quiet. You guys just see Iggy just kind of show up. For someone his size, he's just very, very quiet. Okay, what?
Oh,
Hello? I just got the post from the ferry.
Oh,
Oh! Oh, that was pretty fast.
Wow.
You're faster than you look.
Oh, thanks, Danny.
Your friend's soul is in grave danger.
Tunny.
What? My friend's soul's engraved in.
Yes.
What? Why?
As I understand it, his soul is trapped in the
Indeed.
book.
It is trapped in the book. We must not destroy it. We must not attempt to destroy it.
If we destroyed the fire imps, did we destroy some of his soul?
Oh,
You
yep.
destroyed his soul. What?
Probably just a small piece,
Moontree!
though.
I drop the post and I like, are you okay? And I try and like, why is he so old? What did you do to him?
Yeah, what did you...
He ages.
Well, we have to stop this.
So wait a second. Are you telling me that if we destroy the book, Moontree dies?
It seems like the logical conclusion, yes.
Or if we destroy the book, does he get his soul back?
No, we took the book away from him and he was clearly in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what would happen if you actually destroy that book?
I stand up to my great height of 5'1", and I kind of push my chest out. I'm like, you, lawyer man, those ne'er-do-wells were mentioning the obsidian ring. You guys were talking about the obsidian ring, wizards of a dark nature. What? This has got something to do with you.
Rings.
You're both wearing rings.
That's
That's
not
anything.
the
This is a different
same.
thing.
No, stop talking in circles.
Yeah, you're being very,
We're talking
very
about
shady.
rings.
Okay, I don't. It's a funny story how we got here, and I understand.
I'm not laughing, lawyer man.
Well, I'm looking for my friend, Piecrust, who mentioned a book. He also mentioned a haystack, which I'm guessing is where we're all staying
Haystack's
tonight.
the inn down the road.
Is it an actual haystack?
No, but
Not
it's,
that I object to sleeping in an actual haystack. I just wanted to know.
no, it's just a funny name. I
Oh,
don't really know
okay.
where it comes from. Before my time, really.
Sorry.
But anyway, Obsidian Ring, you are a villain.
Whoa!
No.
You're a
No.
villain.
Wait, why is she not?
No,
a villain?
I'm not a villain.
You're-
I just know a dude who's maybe like not super legit. I came here to find him. He seemed like he was in need. He's my buddy. But all of this is kind of tying up to be a little bit too weird, and I think there's something kind of dark going on here.
And if anything, I am a victim of being attacked. I was
oh
attacked
my gosh,
on
Legacy.
the boat.
No, dude.
No.
But
No,
what's this
sorry.
about the Obsidian Ring then?
We
you
don't
know
know.
something.
I don't know anything
We don't-
about an obsidian
I
ring.
don't know anything about Obsidian. You know what? I think we should call it a day, because
You're lucky you're so wet because your pants would be on fire from all the lying you're doing right now.
Ooh, but
Oh, we got you, Legacy. Dude.
You're an interesting character. What did you say your name was again?
My name is Ignatius, Johannes, Susanna, Kelderkoning. And my pa is in charge of this island, and you will tell me the truth and what happened to Moontree and what you're doing here.
We don't
and what the
know.
Obsidian Ring has to do with it. You mentioned it when you came here. It was one of you two.
So,
You,
I didn't mention an obsidian
I didn't
ring.
mention obsidian.
That dude at the back of the boat mentioned the ring.
Ah, you see,
That wasn't
That
us,
wasn't
though.
us, though.
but he was trying to kill you.
Okay, Iggy, can I call you Iggy?
You can call me Ignatius.
Okay, Ignatius. The fact is, people try to kill me. We defended ourselves as this very fine.
Thrastock.
Thank you, Thrastock. Bad with names.
Stop complimenting him. It makes me look terrible in front of my pa.
Oh, I'm so. But I mean, he did a fantastic job defending me against the actual villains who attacked me on the boat. And the last thing the villain said, as he was, passing away, was, "Thrastock, help me here." Something about the obsidian ring.
He did speak of the obsidian ring right before he passed. However, the young dwarf has a very good point.
Ha!
If there is some shady, strange cult or group known as the Obsidian Ring and they're trying to kill you, well, let me just say that they wouldn't normally send assassins after people who had absolutely nothing to do with it.
I know.
So if you do know something, it would be very good if you could help us,
Exactly.
given
We
that a
protected
young
you
man's soul is in
wholeheartedly.
jeopardy.
You hear a sudden like wail, and through the ranks of your little crowded thing, elbow this wood elf woman. Her hair in long dreads down to her waist, clattering as she pushes through you, and she immediately falls down to her knees and sweeps Moontree up to her bosom, and begins rocking back and forth, wailing, "Oh, Moontree! Come back, Moontree!"
Mrs. Tree, I'm so sorry for what happened to him. I'm sure he's going to be just fine.
Iggy,
Yeah?
Iggy, what happened to him?
His soul appears to have been trapped in the book.
So?
I'm just gonna tell. You can't just tell people that. That's a. You can't. You
Must
need
I
to-
lie to her?
No, just ease into it, man.
What?
He was just drawing in a book like we always do. Usually it's like dicks and like funny things and in the books in the store. I'm sorry, I know, but I don't know. He drew in the wrong one.
Iggy,
Yeah.
Iggy, what's happening?
One of the dicks came to life.
What?
Yeah, in a way. Yeah, that man over there is one of Moontree's drawings. I mean, you might recognize him.
It's true.
Oh, he does so many drawings, I can't keep track of them.
But Golden Dwayne's been like a theme for the last couple of months, madam.
Well, yes, but you know, it's very busy. We don't allow that much paper in our house.
Okay, but
They make it from trees. You know that, don't you, Iggy?
Elves.
Yes, I do, and it's a way of immortalizing. That's not the point. He'll be fine. We're figuring it out. This man here knows something that is going to solve everything, aren't you?
My
You're going to help
sweet
us solve
child.
everything,
Oh,
Mr.
little
Lawyer.
boy.
Yeah.
Why is he so old?
This is
Him.
Oh, your child.
Oh, I'm taking him back to the tree.
No.
And at that point, another wood elf comes in, much broader shouldered than most wood elves, which makes him almost human-like in stature. Also, very long dreads, like almost down to his knees. And he says, "Whoa, what everything burned down?"
Oh, Mr. Tree, there was a magical accident, yeah,
That's not our last name, Iggy.
yeah, but
We don't have names like that.
so I have to call you something.
You know, just call me Dornbark.
Okay, Dornbark. Really, I feel really uncomfortable talking with you on your first name basis. You're an
Only
and
name
I'm
basis.
not an and okay, Moontree's dad. Moontree drew in a magical book. The magic made his drawing come to life, and it took us.
Okay, you're just all talking
So-
about like the stories that you all tell. So you're all very. I don't know who you are, but we're gonna take Moontree back to the tree.
Okay,
That may. Can we heal him?
What about this?
If we cannot.
Whose book is?
I did
We can't take
try.
the book. And he starts trying to
Well,
take the
it
book.
would
out.
doesn't-
What?
Whoa.
He would be very distressed if you take the book away from him. Part of his
Yeah, I
soul's
know. He
become trapped
loves
within
his
it.
books, but we can't.
No, part of his soul appears to have been trapped within the book.
Part
I
of his
implore you,
soul is in
Wood
the
Elf, do
book?
not take the book from him.
Yeah.
He seems to be cursed very badly, sir.
Very badly cursed.
Very
Yes,
badly.
You see a cleric.
look how old he looks, and that's only in the last like 10 minutes. He's much older than you there.
So, that book is a book of binding and breaking.
What?
Whoa.
That's
So you do know something.
well, that's what we all figured out together. Okay, we worked it out. And
Only 3 of us were here.
5 minutes ago, you were telling me how you know nothing and you want to go back to Krum to be a lawyer, and now you're telling me it's a book of binding and breaking.
well, if this is the problem, Iggy, if he
All
gets
right, that's okay. What should we do with him? Should we take him home or not?
We should go to the Infinite Library.
The what?
What?
The Infinite Library.
Is it on,
What is-
Krum?
That sounds like
Is
a
it
lot
on-
of books.
Oh, it's infinite.
We've already had like enough problem with this book, man.
Oh, but it can tell us perhaps we can find the book on how to cure him.
Where-
I don't have enough power now, but maybe if I went to the Infinite Library.
Where's the Infinite Library?
Somewhere on Krum.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's strangely
There's
convenient.
you mean the bookstore? That
Yeah, the only
Over
bookstore
there?
here is the unsalvageable bookstore.
Is it infinite?
It's
Well,
burned down.
I look back and it's just like this, it's like ash, just like
As you look back, like another beam just kind of like cracks, and a cloud of ash just like rolls over all of you.
that was the philosophy section.
Listen, I've read much about the infinite library, and if the things that I've read are true, then it is infinite in scale and infinite in bookage.
I feel like that's going to take us a long time to find the book we need.
I feel
There's
like this doesn't
really
exist.
nothing like that on Krum. It's a very small town.
I've been doing research. I'm pretty sure it's here. Does anyone have any better ideas other than the infinite library? This child may die.
Well, apparently there are no temples on this
Oh,
island.
what
so we
about
can't
that
heal
chap?
him.
He looks like he knows what he's doing.
Ooh.
I point over at Golden Dwayne, who's at the stage just like clearing rubble.
Sadly, he doesn't know very much. In fact, we believe he may be linked to the magic in the book. Look, I think you better take your son home and care for him as best you can there, and we will see what we can about finding a cure.
No, I don't think we should let this book go.
Yeah, yes. I think, okay, we're all staying at the
Haystack.
haystack. Do you know where the haystack is, sir?
Oh, yeah, it's
The inn.
right over there and to the left.
Why don't
And
we all go?
There's only 2 roads.
It's, well, there. It's
Yeah.
close. Bring him to where we're staying. We can make sure that he's going to be...
I'm hungry.
I mean, it's made of wood.
It's not actually made of hay.
Yeah, so's your personality. Let's try and...
Ooh.
I mean, I can't go inside a dead tree.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Where do you live?
We live in a living
And
tree.
alive.
He lives in that tree.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Where's the tree?
Oh, it's just a little ways up there, about an hour out of town.
How big is the tree?
Oh, it's very big, very large.
It's a
Very
5-bedroom tree.
Oh, is it just your family?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yes.
You wouldn't. Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, let's go to.
Why are you trying to avoid going to the haystack?
I'm not. I just think the idea of living in a tree is pretty cool.
Okay.
That's all. But it's
The orc said French.
it's pretty cool. But I
You
just
seem
don't know
like
what
a
we
city
should
girl
do.
to me.
I mean, it's really cool, actually. You know, if I'm gonna be honest, it's the only way to live. I mean, I don't want to proselytize to you, but
Sure.
you know, the way that you live, you know, just wearing dead plant fiber on you and living inside the corpse of living beings is, I mean, frankly, disgusting. Yeah.
No offense.
Well,
taken.
I'll take a good
Okay,
stone
and
house
you
any
asked
day.
me.
Thank you very much. A good stone fortress any day.
I mean, that is better. Yeah. I mean, you know, to cut up living stone, you know, and put its spirit into little squares.
Living stone.
That's not
Living stone.
living stone.
I can guarantee you, sir, that there is no living stone in the mines. And please just take care of empty, okay?
Is there a way that you can contact us if something happens? to
Well, we can just go there and,
Yeah.
and
Should we not
Iggy
question...
knows the way.
Yeah.
He's been
Okay.
many times. We have him leave all his stuff outside, of course.
it's very weird. Like,
Including your
You gotta
clothes.
go in there nude?
It's like you have to wear like this living. It's very complicated. It's like vines that are still alive that you have to. It's yeah.
You have to wear moss underpants.
Basically,
We're
yeah.
100% living.
Okay.
Cool.
You know, it's all part of the natural life.
I mutter
Yeah.
something about corrupting young dwarfs. Anyway, I guess that's settled. You'll have to take him. You take him home.
All right.
Care for him as best you can. We should head over to the haystack, I suppose.
It's been a
where we
it's
shall
been a
rest up.
day.
What do we
Indeed.
do about
And
Golden Dwayne,
Iggy,
though?
you
Does
look
he
like you
come-
could do with a bit of a rest, frankly.
I could definitely do with a
You
bit
still
of
appear to be bleeding
a
slightly.
rest and like blood into my
Should we take-
beard.
Should we take Dwayne with us?
I think he's doing well in not being around.
But if
Yeah,
something
us
happens to
keep
him,
where
won't that
we can
affect
see him.
Moontree?
Oh, we need to keep Dwayne with us, don't we?
I don't know. Let's ask.
It is possible that Dwayne dying could take a bit of Moontree's soul, but it's difficult to know. We've already killed so many of the fire imps.
There's nothing that can happen to him on Krum. Nothing ever happens on Krum.
Except
Except for this one thing.
Murders.
Well-
And lawyer men that come with obsidian ring stories. And now
Well, we got ambushed on the ferry over here. We arrived. There were imps running around. There's a beautiful man that just appeared out of nowhere. It feels like.
I've been here the whole time. Oh, you're talking about Golden Dwayne.
God, that is
Oh, legacy.
Lord.
Dude.
A little bit awkward. Look, the point. I'm worried that you think that I have some weird connection with the obsidian ring. I just want to remind you and assure you that I am the victim here, and we will all get to the bottom of this.
Let's go to the head.
I don't
Let's
trust
go to the
you.
hair stack.
I'm following this team, but I don't trust you for a second.
All right. Would you? Who is going to go head over to the inn?
Can we split up?
You can split up if you would like to.
I'll go to the inn.
I'll go to the
I'll go
inn.
to the inn, yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah,
about
I want to go.
weight.
I'm keeping my eye on you.
Yeah.
You
I'm
wanted
going
to
to the
find
inn, I'm
infinite
just-
library.
You
Yeah.
want to find the infinite library.
Where is this
Yeah,
library?
I'm just
On
nervous that
Krum.
the one thing that has the same markings as my needles is now going away to like a really rude man's living house.
Well, do you want to go and wear moss pants and go into
No,
the
because
living house?
I feel like the information I might find is with you lot. So
But we know where that is. He's not going to go anywhere from there.
And I mean, are you going to care for this young boy?
No, I would like to rest and maybe have a good
Indeed.
couple of drinks.
Okay, to the inn.
All right, let's go to the inn.
To the inn.
To the inn. All right. It is literally around the corner. The fire hasn't reached there yet, so it's pretty much untouched. It is a cute little 2-story block, very square, very plain. As you enter in, you get to the common area. There's a fire pit and a couple of long tables. There are a few, very few people in this bar. There are a couple of dwarves. They nod hello to Iggy, give you a bit of a look, Thrastark, as you go past, but like a bit of a nod, and they say in Dwarvish, "Welcome, traveler."
Good to be here.
And and at the and there is a Aracroca sitting slumped over one of the tables. An Aracroca is a bird person. This one has a number of empty jugs around it, and at the bar on the other side, with a greasy apron, cleaning a mug, as is traditional in all taverns, is a very large walrus person. Yeah, big tusks coming down his chest, many tattoos all over, and he said, "Well, I've never seen so many travelers at one time. This must be the good day for Malakas. How are you?
Hello,
Can I help?
Good.
Would you like rooms?
Yes, please.
Okay, great. I will sort you all out. That
Do you
is
have any extra length?
extra length?
Yeah. I feel like this is on Johannes's tab, is it not? Is that what your father implied?
Iggy, is this true?
I mean, you know my boy. It's if it's not his business, he's not going to pay. So I don't think where they sleep is his business.
Yeah, that seems.
That seems like bar, no? Nah.
Yes, it seems like far.
Yeah.
know.
So
I'm sorry, Johannes. I would not call him Pa. This would not be my place.
He's everybody's bar, you know.
I mean, he's
in
not
his
my
place.
Pa.
No,
He's not that guy's Pa. He's not that Pa.
Okay, you're being very like. Okay,
I'm
are you gonna sell me a beer tonight? I mean, I know I'm only 45 years old, but I mean, come on. I
Can
look
see
50.
your ID?
I take out like my Krum ID book, like spread it out like a scroll.
What's that?
It's my ID.
Whoa.
You carry around ID? What's an ID?
His
It just
father
says-
doesn't want him drinking when he's young, so.
So why does he need a piece of paper?
Oh, permission slip.
Oh,
Johannes is very formal.
I see. I
Yes.
see.
Okay.
You know, he wants me always to check.
But you know me, come on. You don't need to see an ID tonight, eh?
Oh, that is a test! All right. The rest of you, what will you have?
Can I go for it?
Information.
Oh man.
Oh,
Information.
Can I get?
About the
Can I,
infinite library.
The infinite library.
Yes.
What is that? Is it a bar? Is it a song?
It is a library of infinite proportion.
Of infinite purpose. Then how does it fit?
That's a good question.
That is a very good question.
Yeah, the infinite library is not to be questioned. It exists. I've done much studying about it. Son Krum.
You've done so much studying about it, but you don't.
I mean, I don't read much, but I'm sure I would remember if there was a library.
Ooh, have you heard any whispering?
But can I get a bottle of sherry while you guys chat?
Of course, sweet lady.
I think she better. I think
Ale,
she
Where do you go?
I think she better glass.
Can I get
no, she
a...
made a bomb.
Don't tell the lady what she wants.
Thank you. I will doily you something, and thanks for that
All right,
sweetness.
it's only just met you, but cool.
Take me 2 seconds.
Can I get 2 ales, some warm milk, and
Tap, stabs,
tuna
ales,
for my cat?
Warm milk. Okay, nice cat.
And I'm gonna give one of my ales to Iggy.
Donkey Dunny.
I'm going to turn a blind eye,
Thanks.
but only because Johannes did not specifically say no one else can buy alcohol
Yeah,
for his
loophole.
son.
The laddie
Also,
risked
stop
his life
calling
to
me
death,
Tanny.
so.
And
I'm
I
already like halfway through downing this thing.
deftly pass a doily with a pattern of one of your tattoos on it.
It's very nice, very good. Wow. Sherry's on me.
Thank you, sir. Do you stay here in the building?
Oh yes.
Good.
Okay. Well.
I don't really like ale. Oh,
Just keep drinking,
Not
it'll
too,
make you feel good.
not too quick, lad.
So, yeah, it's an acquired taste, my boy.
oh dear.
Do you have anything stronger than the ale? Maybe
I don't know that I've had anything that you can handle.
Just get me a nice whiskey, please.
Are you sure, Legacy? Whenever you drink whiskey, it
Okay,
starts
fancy man.
spinning truths.
It's been a day.
Okay.
There
What
you
it
go.
does to you.
Malarcus, please can you tell this guy that there's no such thing, that he must explain to us
You know what?
what obsidian,
whiskey for my young
obsidian
friend.
ring is, and he's been coming, he caused a murder on the boat, and they're chasing him, and he's the one who hurt Moontree and caused the fire, and I just don't like why he's, yeah, whoa, my head is feeling weird, guys.
Iggy. I'm a good guy. You gotta trust me.
All good
Can
guys
I
say.
persuade him?
I mean,
Persuade him. Now that he's drunk.
I'm kind of believing whatever at this point.
yeah.
He's very persuasive, this guy. All right.
He's a silver tongue.
Just telling the truth, Iggy. You and I have been through a lot today. Can I get a whiskey for my young friend too?
I mean,
please?
you're still drinking his ale.
No,
If you're paying.
You might want to slow down there, young lady. A whiskey on top of ale?
Fair.
Not so good. Not good.
Yeah,
okay.
they
Liquor
say-
before beer, you're in the clear.
My pa,
Beer
Thank
before
you.
liquor,
Yeah.
never been sicker.
my pa says
I'd
you're
hold off
better
on the
than me,
liquor.
and
Whiskey
I
off
don't
ale.
believe you. I'm going to have that whiskey.
Cheers.
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 Whiskey after ale, you're bound to fail.
Can't tell the young ones anything.
Good night,
So,
Why don't you take a seat and they'll send out some menus and such.
Sounds good.
Yes.
I just want to. Did a guy check in here called Pie Crust?
A guy called Pie Crust?
Yeah.
No.
Purse
Oh, can I?
inside.
Can I roll? Yeah.
Okay,
can I-
roll an insight and I'll roll his deception.
Micro
Okay.
sounds like a made-up name.
Okay.
He was 12
All names are made up.
Whoa.
Oh no. Okay, so I got. Guess I got 8 for
All right.
insight.
You look into his eyes and his like beady face. And you can see like no change of expression there. I'll
Okay.
get you let me just give you all the keys to the right room. Here, this one is for you. And slides you a key to room 5. And then he just slides different keys to all of you. Room.
I don't need a key. I'm going to go sleep at home.
Dude, I think maybe take the key.
Okay.
I don't know. Your dad not going to be bummed
Yeah,
with you if you go home drunk?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. Why?
I
Oh, I
agree.
didn't know that until now.
It's okay.
Who is Pie Crust anyway? What does he look like?
I don't know. There's no one called Pie Crust. That is a stupid name.
Have that whiskey.
No. I'm going to listen to my dwarven friend over there, Frastock. Oh,
Yes, I want to know why you're trying to get this young boy drunk.
Just,
It's been a day.
it's been a day. I know what it's like, man. You're young. You wanted to have a drink. You
These
can't buy
two
one.
always talk in circles.
Yeah.
It's like watching the wheels of a wagon go
You were
round.
asking about the ring, and now they're
round
trying to get you
and
drunk and
round
not speak.
You
and-
know what?
oh,
A
okay.
pie. I would love pie.
All right, take a
Someone's saying
seat.
the same pie. The
I
word
will
pie
send
came
out
up.
some pies.
And
Pie
all
would
I
be
know
fantastic.
about the ring is that if you're wearing a ring, you're probably part of the ring, and they control everything.
Yeah.
What? It sounds like
Every-
you know more stuff now. What ring are
Wait,
you
what do
talking
you know
about?
about the obsidian
How do
ring?
you know you have to
You
wear a
said
ring
that
to be
it's
a
the
part of
rumor
it?
that everyone knows about. I've heard it too.
It's just a rumor. But they wouldn't try. A rumor wouldn't try and kill someone.
Yeah.
They try to kill that someone.
Thank you, Iggy. I am the victim. Let me just remind everyone yet again.
Why
they're-
would someone claiming the ring is after you try and kill you?
Ah,
Uh,
checkmate, lawyer man.
Because they must have been part of the ring, and they were just.
But then why try and kill you? We all came to your aid.
Yes.
This paladin vouched his life on you.
I'm not saying any of you are part of whatever you are calling it. I can't even remember. The obsidian ring. I'm not saying any of you are part of it.
Round and round, my room
Why-
is spinning.
Here's the question: if I was part of a thing called the obsidian ring, why would I show off that I'm part of the secret society by wearing an obsidian ring? That would
Your
be
ring is
weird.
obsidian?
This ring. This ring's not important. You don't need to worry. Yeah.
Who you can test to
No,
see
no,
if
no.
the ring's
Let's look at the
obsidian.
ring. Let's look at the ring.
It's a ring my father gave to me, and it's not important.
From my knowledge of dwarven,
Metallurgy.
metallurgy, that kind of stuff. I'm not an artificer, but from my knowledge of dwarves should know rocks.
Yes.
Is that ring indeed made of obsidian? Can I try and decide by looking
do a
at it?
little investigation, or just an inspection?
Inspection check.
An inspection check. Yes, make an inspection check.
Inspection
Roll.
does not appear to be a skill. Then I'll go through
Yes,
investigation.
you can just do.
Natural 20.
That is not an obsidian ring. If it is hidden by magic. But from you, it seems purely. What is the ring made out of?
The ring is made out of iron, and has one big green jewel on top.
Well, the ring's not made of obsidian.
Yeah, and it also on the other side it has a engraving in it.
Well, the ring's not made of obsidian. Could just be in name. I will say I don't fully trust you, my friend. But so far, you haven't given me any reason to specifically distrust you. I don't think you're telling us everything you know, though. But anyway, this is of no moment. I think our full efforts should be focused on helping that young elf. You keep
Who's
speaking
not
about
with
this
us.
library,
I
Yes.
do.
old man.
Yes, very much so.
Do you have a clue as to where it might be?
Not exactly, but I do know it's somewhere on the island of Krum.
Yes.
It's very difficult. The trail's gone cold. Mostly I've heard rumors, but nothing concrete. So I
Well,
was
might
hoping-
What are the rumors?
The rumors is that it's on Krum, and it is a library of infinite proportions.
Okay, guys, everybody just calm your farm. Okay, because in Krum, there is the town, there is the tree, and there is the ruins. And I've been to the ruins many times. It's when us dwarves take our girlfriends there to go snog and
You have a girlfriend?
Do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
What's
What's
her
her
name?
Oh,
Shame,
she's
guys, leave him.
mean.
He very
Dylan,
clearly has a
Vlin.
girlfriend.
Have you ever actually
Daryl.
been to the ruins? Are you lying to us right now?
I've been to the ruins. Okay.
Enough time to know exactly what's there.
I'm a dwarf. I know ruins like the back of my hand. The hell was that?
Is it?
There's no library there. I'll know if there's a library in the ruins, okay? Because I've kissed so many girls there back in my day, you know, just playing it up like a person who plays. Why are you laughing?
He's laughing because he relates.
Yeah, hey? Game recognizes game, eh?
Yeah.
Well, what if we go investigate?
I think that's an
either
excellent
the
idea.
ruins or maybe we can go into the wreckage of the bookstore. Maybe there's an entrance to an unknown.
If there's one place in this place that I know better than the ruins, it's the bookstore, and there's no
Yeah.
secret entrance there.
I think he's
Was
got you there, lassie.
I don't know, guys. I am pretty keen.
A back room.
to eat this pie,
there is
have
a-
the sail, and go to sleep and hit the hay.
There are backrooms. There's lots of storage of unsorted books. In fact, that's where you were sorting the books before you went down to the ferry.
Is there a room I wouldn't have been in the bookstore?
No.
Inside check. DM is lying to me.
You can't roll on me. My stats are very high.
Okay.
No, there's no other room that you're aware of.
Okay. I can show you around the ruins, but I think I need to have a sleep, a lie down for a little bit. I'm just feeling very tired all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You're still
And-
bleeding.
Yeah, but I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Everybody just is fine. Tomorrow I'll be hundreds. Okay.
Malarcus comes out and he puts some pies in front of you. You have like a drink as you're thinking things through, but there doesn't seem to be much more to talk about as you're all holding secrets and rumors close to your chest. The day has been quite long and you're all pretty much exhausted. So if you'd like to retire to your rooms now and gather your thoughts and meet back in the morning.
What was the Aarakocra doing? Was he just sleeping there on the bar?
He was just sleeping there on the bar.
What was he wearing? Like, what did he kind of look like he was there from? Was he like a...
So you recognize this Aarakocra because you've tried to come into this bar quite a few times, right? To grab an ale. This Aarakocra is Yayaka. And unlike most Aarakocra, he really likes his ale. He likes it a lot. And he's wearing the traditional Aarakocra vest and shorts. As he's sitting there slumped over his flat, flippery arms, kind of just sprayed over the thing.
Flippery arm, so he's a penguin croaker.
Oh yes, he is a penguin croaker. Aarakocra.
Cool.
How are his feet?
They're webbed.
Are they happy?
Oh. Legacy.
Get out.
That was Terrence.
You should take a Krum or something for that.
Oh my god,
Would you like to engage with him?
Before I go to bed, I want to walk up to him and just be like, "As heavy drinkers, eh?"
Chop. What do you want, Chop?
Yeah. Hey, buddy, friend. I told you I'd get into this bar one day.
Who are you? Listen, Chop. I don't have time for this, Chop. Where's my ale? Some fiend, some mackerel has drunk my ale.
Yeah, it was you. You did it.
Oh, it does make sense.
Listen, how do you get the ale out of you once you've had it? Because I decided that I don't like it, and I regret it. And you seem like you know a lot about drinking.
Oh, well, I have experienced many things. I'm quite experienced. Well, chap, best way to get through with it is to let it go through you.
I don't understand.
If you were to bring it up, if you were to vomit it up,
Oh,
you could
Danny,
feed it
you're
to
still
him.
here. I thought you went to
Yes.
bed.
Oh. No, I'm here. I've got a full bottle of sherry to go through.
What?
Wow, another
Feed
one.
it to me. What do you mean?
Isn't that
We're
how
good.
birds show love and how they feed their young?
I'm not a bird.
Oh.
I'm going to bed.
What do you mean by that?
Good night.
I'm not 100% sure. Listen, there's been a day. They keep saying that line. I've never heard it, but it's been a day apparently. And you from the other side of the island, right?
Yeah, of course, chap.
Have you seen a library anywhere?
Well, yeah, there's a library in the middle of town.
No, that's gone now. You saw the fire, right?
God, what happened to it?
It burned down
When?
today.
What?
Ja, hectic, bro.
How long have I been here for?
I don't
Listen,
know.
chap, I don't like your malarkey.
What? That's the bartender's name.
Oh, yes. I don't like your shiftiness.
Why?
You're shifty.
Listen, Yaya.
Yeah?
What do you know about the obsidian ring? Because there's this guy he's sleeping upstairs right now, and I think he's got something to do with the obsidian ring.
What? Obsidian ring, that's nonsense.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I said, but then
Yeah.
they tried to kill him.
Yeah.
And then he killed him. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's that got to do with me?
I don't know. You're like a worldly man.
Yes, I've been
Worldly.
all over the island.
Oh?
Yes, several times around the island.
There's a guy here who thinks there's a library on the island that's infinite. He's also sleeping now because
Oh, like the ghost.
they can't handle their drink. What?
Like the ghost.
Oh, the ghost.
Yeah.
Sorry, does Iggy know about the ghost?
You know that there's a ghost that haunts the ruins.
You were too drunk to remember before. Oh yeah. I should probably tell them about the ghost.
Yeah. It's always going on.
Yeah, it's like that boring ghost. You just watch it, it just walks around being boring.
Yeah. I'm talking about libraries.
Okay, I'll tell them tomorrow. Listen, I've got a headache now. How do you make that go away?
All right, come here.
Okay? Now I've got a face ache. And a headache.
Yeah, but it distracted you, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, now bring me more ale.
it made it worse.
Bring me more ale.
Okay.
Now. Ah!
Iggy looks at him, he's got like tears welling up in his eyes from being slapped randomly. He's like, oh, go to bed. He's got like serious loser syndrome at this
Yeah,
point.
chap.
I have a question. So you gave me room 5. Can I do like an investigation check when I go to my room?
All right, yes. So, how are you going about this investigation?
Ooh. So I'm gonna check if there are any. Actually, can I do a detect magic ritual first?
Yes, you may. You may do. I actually think because your detect magic is a racial ability, I think you just have one use of it and doesn't count against your spell slots.
Okay.
But you can't cast it as a ritual. So you can cast it once.
The whole once a day?
Just to explain
once
what
a day.
ritual, so you can cast something immediately, but then it costs a spell slot, or you can cast it as a ritual, but it takes 10 minutes and then it doesn't use your spell slot. In your case, with your detect magic, as John said, it's an innate
I
ability.
can just do it.
You can just do it, but only once per day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt your
My slapping.
slapping. Okay.
Right. Yep.
So I'm heading upstairs with Miko and open the door. And I felt like the walrus guy, Malarkey, gave
Malarkus.
me
Larkus.
what?
Malarkus.
Malarkus, sorry,
Many of
gave
them
me
is
the
Malarkey.
key. Gave me the key for a reason. So I'm gonna do a detect magic first. Is that an action, or can I just do
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're outside of combat, so the economy
Okay.
of actions and stuff
Cool.
doesn't really matter.
So I'm gonna do it. Is there any magic in
All
there?
right. There's no magic in the room.
Okay.
Maybe do detect cupboard for pie crust.
Correct. So I'm gonna first say, pie crust, are you in here? Okay. So I'm gonna go do an investigation check in the cupboard, seeing if there are any.
Okay. So are you checking the surfaces? Are you listening at things? Just,
Yeah. So I'm kind of seeing if there are any hidden doorways.
All right. So
or, like,
roll a little
passages.
investigation.
Okay. Oh,
Oh no.
what's wrong with my rolling? I got a 4.
Rough.
Plus, wait, what do I get? Plus yeah, just a 4 then.
All right. You're searching through this room. You think that there must be some kind of reason why this room.
Yes.
But as you tapping all the wood and scrambling and knocking things, the people in the rooms to either side of you, Makanda and Zarastok, you hear like a lot of tapping, a lot of like scratching around and like moving of furniture coming from next door. And occasionally a very confused cat going meow, meow, meow. But you can't find any kind of secret compartments or anything in the room.
Can I
it
ask?
seems like a dead end.
Can I ask my cat to do a look?
All right, I'm gonna roll for your cat.
Okay. This is much slinkier than I am. Maybe more.
All right, how are you gonna explain to Miko?
I'm gonna do a ritual so I can speak to her. him.
All right.
Okay, so do the ritual.
I'm so excited for a cat voice from you.
Yeah.
Play Miko the cat, John.
Yeah. It's so good.
No, I did not. I forgot that you could speak with animals, so now I'm a little bit like, oh no, I need a voice for Miko.
Okay. Hey, buddy.
What's up?
That is so spot on. I like that. That is amazing.
Sorry, it's been such a day.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, you chilled though. You're
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find pie crust. Remember pie crust? Okay, fine. I'm gonna give you a little nick scratch.
Oh yeah, the stinky one.
Yeah. Shame, man. He had a condition or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to find him, but I feel like there's a reason I'm in this room, but it's quite. I'm just a bit clunky.
Yeah.
Do you think you could take a look around, see if you can find anything?
Oh yeah.
Cool. I also did you get the? I asked for some tuna and some milk for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. I like the tuna.
Good. Oh, you're a good boy.
Yeah, I am.
You are.
Yeah.
And handsome.
I am. That's enough.
Okay. Sorry.
Miko leaps about, starts batting the ends of the curtains, and then like a moth flies in and like pounces on it,
Okay.
and like eviscerates it, and proudly brings you like the little dead moth. I found this for you.
Thank you. Anything else?
Anything else? What?
Okay, let's go to bed.
Okay. All right. So you'll hit the hay. Have a good rest. During the night, though.
During the night, though.
During the night, there are dreams to be had.
Ooh.
Right. Grastock.
Yes.
During the evening, first of all, Goron eventually found his way to you. And he's just like, bro, it's cool if you want like a little bit of space. In fact, I'm down with it, but you know, like, let me know. Let me know
What?
where you're gonna be.
Why?
Bro, because we gotta stick together.
I seem to remember you lagging behind when we were running into the fire.
Yeah,
I seem to remember you lagging behind when we were
there's a
fighting.
lot of things on fire, bro. Bro,
Very well.
where's this coming from? Let's go get downstairs. Let's have a drink. Talk it out.
All right.
All right.
I'll have another drink. It's been a confusing day.
And he's busy getting slapped at the bottom, like.
Whoa. Penguins.
You're right.
I'll just walk off crying.
Yeah. I've run up the staircase embarrassed.
I shall pause and look at the Aracroc. Anyway, yeah, let's have a drink.
This place is really boring. There are literally no attractive women here.
Rude.
Yeah.
At that current moment.
As paladins, I don't see how that's interesting of relevance to us.
I mean, you know,
No, I don't.
well, there's nothing else to do here, you know? What are you gonna, no
There does.
flirting?
I was a bit worried about a lack of evil to fight, but where there's quite a promising event here. There's a child his soul has been trapped in a book, so we can maybe find some real evil and smite it. You know?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I haven't smote anything in
Yeah,
it must be
yeah.
months ever since I got to this place.
Hey,
so,
I'm
you know.
bushed. I'm gonna head up to the room. Cool. Anyway, good chat. good chat.
Good chat. I
Draft
shake my
dog.
head after he leaves. Strange fellow.
Check out that book, by the way. Just check it out.
I shrug, pull it out and thumb through it.
All right. You discovered that the novel, The Adventures of Hail Lightblessed, is more of a novel than a holy book, and it mostly contains the adventures of the founder of the order, Hail Lightblessed, who seems to chop, fight, drink, and shag his way around Storm's Eye.
I don't like that last bit.
Bro, you gotta keep it light. It starts to make a lot more sense what the Lightkeepers are all about.
I see. So they're not quite, they're not a monastic order.
They're not very chaste, no.
Well, I mean, all things in their correct place. That is faintly disappointing. It seems to me this place needs a bit more smiting and a little bit less cavorting. Well, maybe they're still good in these fellas yet, even if they are a little bit, they might have a little bit on the raunchy side, but hopefully this fellow will help come through and, help out with this adventure. I'm a bit worried though. If these are the paladins, what happens if true evil arises?
All right, and with those thoughts, that's the same, head off to bed. All right. Alone in your room, Glenda, how do you lull yourself to sleep with your bottle of sherry?
Well, first I put on some night cream to preserve this face. I do a couple of light stretches. And then, I get into a silken negligee that I knitted myself. And, kind of take the photos of my children out from my cleavage and put it on the bedside table. Get my night eye mask on, and I'm ready.
And
ready for sleeping.
As you head off to bed, you put down the needle next to the bed.
Yes,
and
by my children.
By your children. And you climb into bed, ready to go to sleep, and you hear just like a little scrape.
That scrape.
And you look towards the needle, and it has shifted around, just of its own accord.
What the? I poke at it. I can't poke at it.
After a moment, it aligns itself again. In the same direction.
It's like a compass. Can I follow the direction?
To the wall.
Whoa.
You see it goes, you from the orientation of the window, you can see that the sea is the other side, and it's pointing further into the island.
Wow. It's like a compass. Can I test it by taking it, putting it on the other bedside table facing in a different direction?
And after a moment, it shifts again.
I'm very tempted to follow this, but I'm also very tired. It's a quandary. What do I do? Do I sleep on it? What if the magic goes away?
And as you're up worrying about this, am I right in the same? What? Well, it looks like I'm just going around the circle. And as you're up worrying about this for the rest of the night, trying to get a little bit of sleep, but every now and again just checking to see if the needle is still doing it. Checking to see if the magic's
still,
we get over to Iggy, tossing and turning. Iggy, what are you dreaming about?
Iggy is having very drunken swimming dreams about his father shouting at him and him getting in trouble and Moontree growing old, him growing old with Moontree, and then the parents and the dreadlocks growing into a tree and turning into, and then just it's all kind of swimming with within some kind of a headache inside Iggy's mind.
So you're actually swimming and swirling.
Yeah, swirling. Not actually swimming.
Not actually swimming.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pity. All right, all these things keep on swirling and then freezing for a moment, as if they're like an image, and then breaking apart and moving and swirling, then like another still image, and then heavier outlines and the colors more and more vivid, until it looks like an illustration that your mother might have made, like a comic book. And there, at the center, is Iggy, looking small and defeated, but holding on to some little thing in his hands. And as you try to look closer at what you're holding, the dream breaks apart and you wake up.
Did it look like I was cradling something that was alive, or was it like an object?
It looked like an object, like it might have been a book. I'm going to come back to you.
Okay.
You
What-
and your cat.
What does Legacy do before he gets to sleep?
He sits on the side of his bed and he takes off the ring, and much like this one, he looks and he just goes, "You are always getting me in trouble." And you can see he's really in two minds, because he kind of just wants to throw it out the window, but puts it back on and does his tie, and just fully clothed, he just lies back on the bed, crosses his feet, and tries to go to sleep.
Makanda, you are having that kind of restless sleep of an older man. You know, just nothing's quite comfortable. You know, the ale's not quite sitting right. But then there's also something else keeping you awake, almost like a thrum. As a magic user, you have a sense of the etheric field that's going on around you, and something is twanging on it, like a vibration somewhere. Something is calling to you.
I'm not exactly sure, like, if this thing has a direction that I can follow.
It's too vague at this point. You can try, but what you are certain of is that you're in the right place.
Okay. I'm in the right place.
All right. Jack, as you fall asleep, your eyes open somewhere else. You remember your home tree where you grew up, but it had always kind of been a real tree. Green leaves, brown bark, you know, living amongst the huts and the homes of the Puraborg amongst the great boughs of the tree. But now it's kind of coursing with light and pulsing. You can see it just a little way away, out of reach. It's a huge tree. You grew up in a tree that was as large as a mountain, really. It was a vast community. And it's thrumming with strange colors and lights. And you can hear it saying something to you. You can hear it saying, "We're not lost. We're not lost. You can find us again. You can come home to us. Here, this will help." And the form that you are in as you're dreaming, changes and becomes a cat, and changes again into a spider, and changes into a number of small kind of creatures. And the tree says to you, "Come home. You're not lost. You can find us again." And you wake up.
And I'm just crying when I wake up. And I just scoop Miko up into my hands and just sort of cry into his fur and squeeze him.
Meow. Meow, meow.
sort of self-soothe and try and get back to sleep.
Morning comes, bright and early, with the sound of a jackhammer in Iggy's head. And he manages to stumble his way downstairs and find the rest of you in various states of wakefulness at a table. Malarcus has already begun serving out porridge and some boiled eggs for breakfast, trying to keep it healthy.
Laddie, get some breakfast in ya. We've got a big day ahead of us. Up and at him, early thing.
Oh,
Long war doesn't wait for nobody.
everything is very loud right now.
Try some porridge, it'll help.
Okay, guys, I'm never drinking again. I promise you that. Okay, and I tried the porridge. It's very dry. Thanks, Malarcus. Please don't tell Pa.
At that point, the door opens and golden light floods in, reflecting off Golden Dwayne's armor. Aha, my companions, I've found you.
Oh, it's so bright,
Hey,
Mr.
Dwayne.
Mr.
Hey.
Dwayne.
He rattles his way over and he comes and sits down. And you can see he's, and as he sits, his feet don't quite reach the floor. He's a little bit smaller than he was. Quite a lot smaller. He's now about 4 foot high. His armor is still fitting him perfectly. All right then.
You've changed.
You shrunk.
What do you mean?
You're a little fella now.
Seem smaller.
I don't know what you're talking about, fair maiden. I'm as tall as I ever was.
Okay, you are almost as big as she is now.
You are always the joker, my friend. Anyway, shall we continue on our quest?
Yes, I think so.
What quest? We don't.
We have a curse to lift.
Yes,
Yes.
remember?
And if he's drinking, I think we should go back to Moontree and see if he's all right. Seeing as his soul is in Dwayne.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention
His soul
that.
is in Dwayne?
Isn't that what we agreed on?
I don't think so.
Reverend man, you were speaking?
Thank you. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that as a cleric I noticed a disturbance in the thrumming in the ether last night. Did anyone have anything unusual happen to them?
Me, I did.
Ooh,
I did. I was going to seek you out.
okay, well here I am.
My needle that you said was to enter through the eye of the needle started moving last night as if like a compass.
Magic happens.
Look!
Every time.
Does it move?
Watch.
It does not.
Okay, lady, you're still drunk. Okay. I had a weird dream
No,
last night.
I swear. It was pointing in that direction. Everywhere I moved in the room.
What time was it?
It was at 11 p.m. when we all went to sleep.
Yes, 11 p.m. That was the time that I was sensing disturbance as well. The lady in the stretchy pants is not lying. It's true. There's likely something magical about that needle.
Why is it not moving now?
Do you remember what direction it was pointing?
Yes, that direction, away from the sea, into where the ruins.
Would I know that that's the way? That's pretty much where it goes. Yeah, the ruins are there.
Our path seems to be clear. We should go to the ruins.
I'm quite keen to go to the ruins.
That is the direction.
Are we going to because I'm also quite keen on going to the ruins as opposed to dealing with this situation that's happening.
Well,
What
perhaps
situation are you talking about, fair maiden?
That this handsome man has shrunk. He's now
I
my
don't know
height.
what you're all talking about. It's good coffee.
Well, let's eat up. Chop, chop. Trail
okay.
rations, weapons.
I'll show you guys how to get to the ruins. We don't need a needle to get there. It's
My
really
bright
easy.
sword is at your disposal, sir.
Very well. You may as well come along.
is there any studying that I can do of this person to know anything about what his condition is and what's happening to him?
Roll an Arcana check.
That is a 16. Plus 4, which is 20.
So looking closely at him, you can see that his armor has like various bits of inscriptions and such. But The odd thing about his armor's inscription is that they don't make sense. You speak several languages, and it looks almost as if just cool bits of writing have been copied down across the bits of armor.
And is it the same writing as what's on her needle?
No, these are bits of Elvish. There's even some Goblin. Basically, it just looks like cool script. You know?
Oh, so it is words that I can understand. It just doesn't make sense the way.
It doesn't make sense. You know, there's a name of a road there. There's a little recipe for chicken dim sum there. Yeah.
Okay.
Super dry.
You'd better come with us. Something strange about what's going on with you. You should come with us.
Of course, I would never turn on an opportunity for a quest.
Should we go pick up Moontree along the way and just see that he's okay before we do this?
I mean,
and just see that the book is okay.
the ruins and Moontree are like there.
Will it take us a long way off our route?
The tree's about an hour in one direction, and the ruins are about an hour in the other direction. Hey, I know exactly what I'm talking about.
I think
Friends?
let's go to the ruins.
Yeah.
Perhaps
on the prize.
ruins.
Yeah, and then we
Even
can
if-
check on Moontree.
Yeah.
He's not going anywhere.
I'm
He's not going
less
anywhere.
concerned now about the book now that my unfunctioning needle has pointed me to go somewhere. So I'm going through it.
All
Yeah.
right.
I'm keen.
All right, let's march.
He
I
hops
guess
down
I'm
off
gonna come
the.
along then.
Yeah, don't be a party poop.
He hops down off the off his little bench and I'll lead the way.
As we
Towering
way he's
over
going.
him.
as we walk, I sorry, go for
Sorry.
it.
Yes,
We have
you
level
are all at level 2 after this rest. You're now all
Level
at
2.
Your hit points are back up. Your spell slots have
We
returned
out
to you.
here, baby.
Yeah.
And your daily abilities have renewed.
Oh
You are-
yeah.
Cunning action.
Yes.
I'm
And
now a
you
real rogue.
may now use your wild shape, Jack.
Oh,
You haven't tried it out yet, but there's a little inkling in the back of your mind that something feels different.
okay. Okay.
All right. So after a little bit of a hike up the mountain, you head up from the little town to these old ruins, and they really are weather beaten. There's some lichen clinging to the stonework. Seagulls have nested there, and there's quite a few little cigarette butts from dwarven teens going out there to smoke and make out. Yeah, there's a little bit of like graffiti in dwarven casual ruins, things like Macewant was here, stuff like that. Yeah. All right. Would you all like to investigate? Who's going to lead this investigation? Since if you all work together,
I'll
you
lead the
can-
investigation since I know my way around these ruins.
I'll be behind you with my needle on my hand, seeing if it
Okay.
starts up again.
What are we looking for?
Anything unusual, magical.
Okay.
All right. In fact, everyone
Oh,
roll
that looks like a library.
an investigation.
Okay.
Everyone roll
Can
investigation.
I use bardic inspiration on someone to try and
You
up
can.
it?
You can pep talk someone about this if you'd like.
I want to pep talk Iggy because
Right.
he knows the rules. Okay, Iggy, I don't want to be here really, but
Yeah.
you said you've been here a lot.
Yeah.
You know what's going on here.
Yeah.
I really think that you're the guy, right?
I'm the guy.
You're the guy.
I'm the guy.
You're the guy.
I'm the guy.
You are the guy.
I'm the guide.
If anyone's gonna find anything, you're the guy.
Okay, that really inspired me. Thank you.
Oh, we're doing.
All right.
Is it a D6 that we roll?
D20
I guess
plus
so.
your investigation.
You got one?
A 9 or 9
nine.
Where's investigation?
It's
9.
one of these.
20.
9. You got a 20?
I got 18
6.
plus 2.
22.
20.
9.
15.
15. All right. You find some quite interesting writing that really distracts you, and you get very, very, very into it as you try to decipher it. Meanwhile, Iggy and Legacy kind of trailing on Iggy's coattails, a little bit, find probably the most interesting architectural part of the ruins. A flat circle in the stone, a depression, if you will, where there is script circling around the edge of this depression. This is flat against the wall, as if it's a round window, but closed up with stone. At the very center is another small circle of text.
I've never seen this before. I mean, I normally am just like, beard to deep in making out with the chicks, so I don't really look around most of the time. But look, these are these the same runes that you saw on the needle and in the book?
But this is great. This is great work, Geeky. You found the thing.
I found the thing.
You're the guy.
I'm the guy.
Yeah, you're the guy. Is it the same?
Yeah.
This is the same kind of text. You're right. This is.
Danny!
It looks like the needle.
Danny!
I'm here. I'm at the back.
Come see.
You found it. You good adult dwarf.
Oh, yeah. I drank an ale yesterday.
You did. I saw you. You did so well.
I did really well.
This
what
is
did I
it.
find?
Yeah, I mean, I can't read this, but this is definitely what's on my needle. Maybe my father's inside here.
You, arch-villain.
I'm not.
Can you read this,
I
arch?
thought we were doing so well. Okay,
I mean, just because you called me good, nice things doesn't mean that I trust you fully.
The cleric can read it.
The cleric is reading something else. Can I hear what's going on?
Yeah, you can hear a commotion.
And so I haven't solved this riddle yet.
No.
Oh, okay. You have found something
This
significant.
look, and I show you the depression and the runes.
Do I
Runes
read-
or runes? Runes.
Runes
Runes
on the runes.
on
Yeah.
the runes.
Yes.
Runes on the runes.
You
on the
also
runes.
realize that there's nothing behind this wall. It's just more empty space. So it's not like it's an enclosed chamber.
This is just like a really good smoking spot normally. I don't really look at the ruins. Yeah.
the runes.
Runes.
The runes.
Both.
Oh right.
Yeah.
The writing.
Yeah, the writing. Yeah.
Very confused.
Can you read this?
Can I read this?
No, much like the other runes, you'll have to cast comprehend languages to understand them.
Oh.
Okay. If you guys can give me
Yes.
some time, if you give me I can work this out. I'm gonna cast a spell and I'm gonna figure this out.
10 minutes later.
Can I cast it? Can I cast at the same time as him? Identify? Is that
Identify?
right? Yeah.
Why?
Well,
You don't
if
tr- you
you
don't trust me?
understand it, actually no,
Yeah.
maybe not.
No, well, I mean, yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, because I think it tells us what magic is at work here, maybe what it does. Or
You
something.
see, all right, so you complete yours first, and you see these kind of, you see the same kind of pointy-eared, hunched-over figure, but this time looks sort of younger, more upright, chiseling into the stone and chanting, imbuing it with some kind of magic. You can read it now, and
Before we go into that, while they're busy kind of competitively channeling magic, and they're concentrating, Iggy wants to try and lift his wallet from his,
Ooh.
or like some information about him.
Okay, I'm going to give you advantage because he is busy distracted.
What do I roll? Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, yeah.
Ooh, 21.
And what do I?
Oh.
Perception. Huh?
Yes.
21.
Can you beat me?
I could, but I don't. It's 12.
I take his wallet.
Legacy, what does Iggy find in your wallet?
So in the wallet, you find the original note that was stabbed in the
Yeah.
the knife stabbed it. You find a couple of coins, the same kind of folded up ID or something similar to what you have, and just a couple of business cards that's like been worn away and nothing there's nothing
And
really.
a punch card for Dante's Infernal Wings.
And of course the punch card. And you see that there's a couple of cards with my name and defense lawyer underneath, and it's like when no one else will defend you, Legacy will.
What's the name of the company?
Oh, it's Legacy. It's Legacy Brothers.
Legacy Brothers.
Sounds fake, but okay.
Because I thought I had intentions of it being a big law firm, and then realized that no one actually wanted to. Can I tell my backstory to this?
No.
Okay.
Keep your backstory to yourself.
Yeah.
Let the clues come out. All right. Around the edge of the circle is basically. It's written in quite archaic language, but it basically warns that what you are about to enter is the first of the temples, the Infinite Library. And around the center is knowledge through the eye of a needle.
Okay. Guys, before I say anything, just realize that this seems really dangerous because there's massive warnings all over. Like, the main thing that this is saying is that it's a warning.
Sure.
But it's also saying that this is the first doorway to the Infinite Library.
The Infinite Library.
Yes.
I knew it. I knew it all along.
And it's saying that to gain knowledge, you have to go through this eye of the needle.
Ah, which is what it says on my needle.
Yes!
So coincidental.
What happens when you look through the needle?
So the needle actually doesn't have an eye.
Yeah, it's a knitting needle.
Oh, interesting.
Perhaps we can try and connect the needle and the stone and see what happens.
No, come on, guys.
How's this an entrance?
And that needle's not going to move that stone.
Let's see.
I don't have to be a dwarf to know that.
Is there like a particular like indentation to like a?
You can see that there is like the inner ring of text is just in the middle of the things, but it's just plain stone.
Only one way to find out.
Wait,
what that needle will
did you pick up anything?
do. Yes, the needle and the stone have the same. The runes have the same maker. It was the same elven man, separated, I assume, by a few hundred years. He was older in the one vision than he was in the other.
What was he doing with the needle?
So the needle came. Where was he older? With the
The
needle or the?
inscriptions when he was making the needle, he was older. The inscriptions that he made on the needle, the inscriptions that he made on the needle, he was older when he made them than the inscriptions that he made on the stone.
The
But it
stone
was the
made
same.
first.
Yeah. It was the
You
same
make a door, you forge a key.
person.
Ah.
Yes, but he didn't make it at the same time, did he? Why did he? Why would he make a door and forge a key?
Because that's when he
hundreds of
wanted
years
to
later?
lock it. Maybe he decided now's the
Oh.
time.
They are linked.
So should we try and use the needle as a key?
I'm but a monk. I don't know what to do with this needle.
Fear not your ignorance, monk. You were brought here by destiny.
Oh. Wow.
That's right. If you believe in yourself, that needle and the stone are connected somehow. Can we roll somehow to learn now?
Tell me what you would want to do.
Push it against the stone.
Push it against
Push
the
it
stone.
against the stone.
I draw my sword.
All right. You push it against the stone. It does not do anything except tap against the stone.
Well, that was
an
a
anticlimax,
massive
yeah.
anticlimax. So,
Told you it wouldn't work.
What if I write with the needle what is inscribed in the needle?
Excellent idea. Do it.
Okay. Put my glasses on.
Nothing happened.
That took all of 15
Is that all it
minutes,
says
guys.
on the
Sorry.
on the thing? Is there some kind of other instruction we're
Just
missing?
says it's an entrance.
It just says this is the first entrance. It doesn't say.
So-
I would have told you guys there's instructions of put the needle here.
Is there anything perhaps that is also mysterious about these ruins, this area that we...
There's the ghost.
Yeah.
Where?
I'm quite.
Oh, is the ghost like always there? Or?
No, only at night.
Oh.
I'm quite.
There's a ghost at night, and as soon as the sun sets, the ghost arrives and just kind of walks around moaning.
And nighttime is when my needle seems to work. I think we should all take a nap. A long nap.
Long...
Well, we can certainly wait here.
I mean, it's really early in the morning. There's nothing else to do here.
We could go
I didn't bring any chicks.
As a
to
man
smell.
of action, I hate waiting around.
Oh, I forgot. Golden Dwayne, you're here too.
Oh,
Right.
Do you have any
That's
ideas?
Always around.
Perhaps we could slay something.
What do you intend on slaying?
I don't know, there's always trouble afoot.
This writing looks a lot like it's written in a circle, like on the book of binding and breaking. Maybe if we had the book, it somehow could break the door.
And Moontree is an elf?
Moontree is now. We've got nothing better to do.
Maybe we should go and see Moontree.
That's
Moon
thought,
tree.
that's
And
thought.
bring him
I'm
back.
quite keen to see that house.
All right.
The tree
I
house.
can show you how to get to Moontree's place. I mean, it's far. I mean, by the time we get there and come back, it's going to be later in the day.
Well,
Great.
And that's very logical, isn't it?
Yeah,
yes.
that's kind of what we're
Time is
after.
a linear concept.
Oh.
But Dwayne wants to fight.
Before
He's
we...
a figment of a child's imagination. Who cares what he thinks?
Can I do a detect magic quickly?
Yes,
Ooh.
the circle glows faintly.
Okay, so there is some magic here.
I mean, I could have told you that.
Oh,
Dude.
I'm just saying we obviously need to know when to activate it. So I think let's go see Moontree, chat to them
At a later
elves.
stage.
Maybe they have some information about it. Why did Moontree's drawings come to life and not yours?
I don't know.
That is the question.
There is a needle that points to a ghost that comes out at night, that opens a door to an infinite library. I'm learning things about Krum that I never knew existed.
And there's a book that binds and breaks and takes people's souls and creates golden Dwaynes.
Well, is it the book that is the entrance?
It could very well be. There's
I-
only one way to
Perhaps
find
we should
out.
have
It's
all
only
elements
one way
in
to
place.
find out.
Only one day to find. Only one way to find out. Indeed, we're going to end our session there, and we will continue investigating the mysteries of Krum next week. Thank you for joining us. This has been Zarnia, Legends of Storm's Eye. Legends of Storm's Eye? Storm's Eye Legends? Legends of Storm's Eye.
There's a time for storytelling,
And
there's
a time for buckets.
All together! We all know there's a time for storytelling and there's a time for buckets. Thank you for joining us for our actual play D&D show, Legends of Storm's Eye. If you want more, please like and subscribe. Zarnia for games and geekery. We have interviews, we have actual plays, we have a lot of things coming up. Like and subscribe and you'll find out more. We'd like to thank Special Effects Media and Zuti Studios for their support.